Hi students, welcome back to Google Classroom Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. I hope all of you are fine and safe at your home. In the last session, we discussed the comparison of business, profession and employment. Hope you learned that portions. Now you just look around you. You can easily find out various types of economic activities that take place in an economy. Some of these are construction of buildings, roads and bridges, etc. Manufacturing of commodities and providing services like transportation, banking, insurance, etc. When we analyze these business activities, we find that most business activities are concerned with production or processing of goods and services or distribution of goods and services. So, the business activities are mainly classified into two broad categories. They are industry and commerce. Today, we will discuss a few more details about industry and its various types. At first, we will discuss about the term industry. So, what is industry? Industry includes all those activities which are concerned with extraction, production, conversion, processing or fabrication of goods. The term industry is also used to mean groups of firms producing similar or related goods. For example, cotton textile industry refers to all manufacturing units producing textile goods from cotton. Besides, certain services like banking, insurance, etc. also referred to as industry. Now, let's discuss the various types of industries. Industries can be divided into three broad categories. They are primary, secondary and tertiary. So what is primary industries? Primary industry include all those activities which are concerned with the extraction and production of natural resources and reproduction and development of living organisms, plants, etc. Then primary industry again divided into two categories. They are extractive industry and genetic industry. Then what is extractive industry? Extractive industry involves extracting goods from natural resources such as land, air and sea. The goods extracted and processed are used in secondary industry. Activities which are included in extractive industry are mining, lumbering, hunting, fishing, etc. Products of these industries are usually transformed into many other useful goods by manufacturing industries. And the next one is genetic industry. What is genetic industry? Genetic industries are engaged in breeding plants and animals for their use in further reproduction. Activities which are included in genetic industry are plant breeding, animal husbandry, dairy farming, poultry farming, etc. Now, let's discuss another category of industry, that is secondary industry. What is secondary industry? Secondary industry are concerned with using materials which have already been extracted at the primary state. For example, mining of iron ore is a primary industry, but manufacturing of steel by way of further processing of raw iron is a secondary industry. Then the secondary industry can be further divided into two types. They are manufacturing industry and construction industry. Then what is manufacturing industry? Manufacturing industry includes those activities which are involved in conversion of raw materials into finished goods, and it creates farm utility. Manufacturing industries can be further divided into 4 categories on the basis of method of operation for production. They are analytical industry, synthetical industry, processing industry, and assembling industry. Then, what is analytical industry? Analytical industry which analyzes and separates different elements from the same material, as in the case of oil refinery. And the next one is synthetical industry. Synthetical industry which combines various ingredients into a new product, as in the case of cement. And the next one is processing industry. Processing industry which involves successive stages for manufacturing finished products, as in the case of sugar and paper. And the next one is assembling industry. Assembly industry which assembles different component parts to make a new product, as in the case of television, car, computer, etc. Let's discuss another type of secondary industry, that is construction industry. Construction industries are involved in the construction of buildings, dams, bridges, roads, etc. Let's discuss the third form of industry, that is tertiary industry. Tertiary industry, also known as service sector, and it includes those activities which provide support to primary and secondary industries, as well as activities relating to the trade. Such activities are transportation, banking, insurance, etc. So students, let's conclude today's section by recollecting important concepts. Today we discussed the term industry and its various types. Industry can be divided into 3 types. They are primary, secondary, and tertiary. Primary industry can be further divided into 2 types. They are extractive industry and genetic industry. Secondary industry also can be further divided into 2 types. They are manufacturing industry and construction industry. Manufacturing industries can be further divided into 4 categories on the basis of method of operation for production. They are analytical industry, synthetical industry, processing industry, and assembling industry. So these are the various concepts we discussed today. So children, I hope all of you understood the concept clearly. And please note that the related URLs, notes of the lesson and the test paper are also attached along with the class. Make use of these available materials. Study well and attend the test paper without fail. That's all for today. Thank you.